What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Clemente Collector. And on today's episode, it's my birthday today. And what better way to celebrate my birthday than to maybe look at some care packages I got. One of them's from Bradley Claus. And then I actually got 4 cards for my birthday. 2 of them are really big cards for my Clemente collection. I got a Venezuelan Clemente card and my first Kahns card. So I'm really excited to share my pickups. The other thing is I want to give some shout outs to some people in the community because Sammy Thunder in Orlando are doing the 2,000 subscriber giveaway where they want us to shout out some of our friends. So what better way than on your birthday to shout out some of your hobby friends. So let's get to it next.
Batting third, playing right field, number 21, Roberto Clemente.
Okay, guys. So first off, being my birthday today, Peter B just did a VR contest. He wants us to show a card from your birth year. What better card to show from my birth year than the card that started it all, my Barry Bonds rookie card from 1986. So Peter B, thank you for doing this contest. If you're not subscribed to Peter, please go check out his channel. Next up, let's look at some care packages I've got in the mail. Like I said, who doesn't love presents for their birthday? So first and foremost, let's start off with the Bradley Claus package here. Brad, you are such just a giving person in the community. Just thank you so much for thinking about me. I really do appreciate it. All right, so first up, we got Topps Finest, Cabrian Hayes rookie card. It's got that throwback look, and Cabrian Hayes is my second favorite Pirates player. And I'm so happy they finally gave him a gold glove this year. He actually probably should have 3 or 4 by now, but he got blocked. So that is really, really cool and so shiny. Thank you, Brad, for that. Next up, this is cool. It's a Vern Law Topps Archive. It's kind of like a throwback 52 card. And it's got Vern Law's signature on it. Vern Law is actually still alive, and he's still signing to this day. I believe he lives out in California, but it's somebody you could TTM. But Vern Law is one of my favorite Pirates pitchers of all time. That's really, really cool, Brad. Thank you. And the last card is so cool. This is a Ralph Kiner. It's from Timeless Treasures. It looks like it's 2005. I don't own any Ralph Kiner cards. So this is my first Ralph Kiner card. It's also got the signature and the bat piece. And it says, this includes a piece of a bat is from an authentic bat personally used by Ralph Kiner in an official MLB game. So that is sick. It's numbered 7 out of 25. So that is cool. Ralph Kiner was one of the greatest Pirates ever to swing the bat, this is my first bat card I've ever gotten. So thank you so much, Brad. You're far too kind. I appreciate it, man, and you have a Merry Christmas also. Next, I got a care package from Mike Junkwax Hero. He just reached out to me and he saw this Roberto Clemente card and he wanted to send it to me. So thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you thinking about me. If you come across any more modern Clemente cards, I'll take them. But thanks, Mike. That's really nice of you. And next up, it's actually from somebody who doesn't have a channel. He's a watcher, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen him in comments before. He's a big Cardinals fan. His name is John Eric Sherman, and he sent me this. So John reached out to me, and he was at the All-Star game this year in Seattle, and at the Fan Fest, Clemente's 2 sons were there, and John Eric actually took a picture with Clemente's 2 sons, and he said he picked this up for me, and it was exclusive just to the All-Star weekend, and this is so cool. John, I really do appreciate you thinking about me. That's so cool, and thank you for watching my channel and everything like that. Me and John sometimes talk about, our love for Dick Groat. He was a Cardinal and a Pirate. So it's really cool that you gave me that, man. I really appreciate it. All right, so those are the care packages. So why don't we get to my 4 Clemente pickups I got for my birthday? So every time I do a card, I'm gonna give some shout outs. And I wrote them out because I figured I'll probably miss something if I don't write them out. So before I show the first card, I want to give a shout out to my 4 collectors out there, Pepino Man, John 3D 80s Kid, and Sammy Thunder. I've really enjoyed the collaborative channel we put together, guys, and I just can't wait for this next year coming up, see what we come up with. So for the first card, I'm going to show a Venezuelan I picked up. This is my 3rd Clemente Venezuelan card. This is the most expensive card that I'm going to show today, but I'm going to show the Kahns card last because it's my first Kahns card. Let me take this out of this protective sleeve here. I grabbed this on ComC about a week ago, and it's none other than the 1967 RBI leader card. It's got 3 Hall of Famers on there. You got Cepeda, Clemente, and Hank Aaron, and obviously the set's from 1968. And first off, it's a big card because you got Hank Aaron on there. When I showed Matt this, he was a little bit jealous because he doesn't have this one yet. And then here's the back of it. There's actually a stamp down here that says Venezuelan down there. It says made in Venezuela. So I think this thing looks amazing. I think it's gonna at minimum get a grade of a 2. It does have 1 wrinkle on it, but that's gonna be an awesome addition to my Venezuelan collection. All right, so next up, let me give another shout out. So I want to give a shout out to some guys that I've been in a text group with for the past year. First up, Adam from Vintage Sanctuary. Next, Andrew from Page and Deanie Bean. Dave from Legends of the Dugout. Dom from Saving Sports Cards. Doug from Decon's Cardboard. Drew of Vintage Legacy. Dylan from Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. Joe from Force Off Corners. Matt from The Card Story. And Sammy from SFI Sports Cards. Those guys, they're hilarious. I love talking to them on text. That's what it's all about. Finding a good community, having friends, sharing pickups together. It's been a blast. So, thank you guys for your friendships. So this time I'm going to show a card that was on my list of Clemente cards I wanted to get this year. So I'm going to put it up right now. I had a list of 10 Clemente cards I wanted to get this year, and this is number 8. I actually had 2 cards that I wasn't able to get this year, but that's okay. So this is number 8, the 1964 Topps Transfers Clemente card. Did I say 64? It's 65. SGC grades these transfer cards so tough. It's a 2.5. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It looks gorgeous. I actually had Matt from the Card Story talk some sense into me because I'm looking at the grade. I'm looking at PSA comps for 2, and he's like you got to buy the card, and that he had to slap some sense into me instead of worrying about that grade because, like I said, they grade these way too tough, and this thing is I think it's awesome. I think it looks great. So so happy to add that to my collection. All right, so my next set of shout-outs is for the guys who have been doing the Rookie Card Hall of Fame ranking show with me. We actually had an episode yesterday. We had the 90s. It was a lot of fun. So I want to give a shout-out to those guys. Chris from Missouri, Greg, Midlife Sports Cards, Mike, Baseball Collector, Jake, Legends Never Die, and then we just added on Victor from Rookie Card Specialist yesterday. It's been a blast doing those shows. We've done 6 so far. And I just, I couldn't do them without you guys. It's been so much fun. So I just want to give them a shout out. And the next card, let me dig it out here. I probably should have had this ready. Then the 1962 exhibit, black stat back. So at the National this year, I got the red stat back. Now I have the black stat back. So yeah, I know most people would just be fine with buying one of them, but I I really want to own all. I think there's 5 Clemente exhibit cards. I believe there's a 63 red stat back and a 63 black stat back. I got to double check, but I know. I actually like the exhibit cards. I'm fine with possibly having 5 of them. And I got a really good deal on this black stat back. So super excited about that card. All right, so next I want to give, this is going to be a pretty long shout out, but these are all guys that I met at the National this year, and they were just super nice guys. All right, Adam from Splendid Sports Cards, Picker Jim, Darren from Return to Collecting, Steve from Vintage on Vintage, Stuke, Cards and Curiosities, Scott Maz, Al from Iconic Baseball, James Elite Hunter, Mike Canadian Cards, Rick Vintage Oddball Cards, Mark Rudog 21, Mangini the Mangini Collection, Dave Blue Jacket 66, Orlando A Collector's Dream, and I had such a blast at the National this year, and a lot of it had to do with you guys. I'm gonna try to edit in pictures of you guys as I read those. Hopefully it works out all right. But everybody was so welcoming, so nice. It didn't feel like it was meeting a stranger. It really felt like, you know, we kind of knew each other, and we've been friends for years, and it was really, really fun. So without further ado, my biggest pickup, in my opinion, is my first Clemente Kahns card. So Kahns was a hot dog company, and the cards were in packs of hot dogs. There are some Kahns runs where you could mail in and you could get cards that were never put into the hot dogs. This card here, I think obviously looks like it was put in a package. So it's the 1964 Roberto Clemente Kahns card. And as you can see, obviously it's got staining on it, but I don't have a huge budget, and I want a lot of cards. And I'm kind of happy with how the corners look. Hopefully it wasn't trimmed. I did measure it, and it's measuring properly. I'm obviously going to send this into SGC to get graded, but I'm really happy to own this. You know, maybe if I get all the other Kahns card and I see an opportunity to upgrade this one day, I'll think about it. But you know, sometimes it's just great to own the card, and like I said, at least it's not all creased up, and you know, it doesn't have a hole in it or anything like that. I'm actually really happy with it, and it's a great way to celebrate my birthday today. So let me hold up my 2 biggest pickups here, the Venny and the Kahns card. And you know, it's been a great year for me this year. I've added so many cards in my collection, but I've added even more YouTube friends. And I appreciate everybody that watches my channel, that talks to me in text message, that calls me. It's really great having so many friends out there in the community, and it just makes this hobby so much fun. So thank you guys for hanging out with me on my birthday, and I'll see you guys on the next one.